Christian novels, audiobooks. The story of Wayne and Jean Vozzolo. The Cross Penny series, Kisses of Mercy. Episode number 117. One by one, the trucks of men trickled into Vozzolo produce after lunch. Each driver parked by Tony's shed, and the men, including the drivers, walked across the street to see Bobby in the office. She hugged each one, and they hugged her back. After assigning beds in the apartment, she sent them all to Tony's shed. The men met and greeted Beth and Willie. Then they all hugged Carrie, retrieved their tools, and went to work. They were careful to follow the directions of Willie and Beth. By 3 o'clock, the workforce in Tony's shed had swollen to more than 20 men, all skilled in various trades needed to install the equipment. Beth, if this continues, I will need to cancel my work crew and just pay the Vozzolos the labor my crew would not be doing, Willie informed Beth. One of the electricians overheard that statement. Willie, it's not going to continue. No way. By Wednesday, this place will be swarming with guys, many of them skilled in the trades. There's a phone on the floor over there. Go ahead and make your call to cancel your crew. Beth called for break time so the building would be quiet while Willie was on the phone. Let's go to the mess hall and get a snack and something to drink, she said. Carrie, the last straggler in line, hollered out, Beth, you look somewhat like a mama duck with a bunch of babies waddling behind her. About that time, the white unmarked delivery truck pulled up and stopped. Wayne and Jean looked at the mama duck and ducklings and burst out laughing. Sweetheart, I believe homecoming has started early this year, Wayne said as they both waved at the smiling and waving ducklings. I think we need to put up a duck crossing sign, Jean said as she continued laughing. Mark and Gwen entered the nursing home and found Trish playing games with her grandparents and another couple, Dwight and Daisy Davidson. Hey, Gwen. Hey, Mark. Join us. I'm getting whooped up on by these four, Trish laughed. And these two, she pointed to Dwight and Daisy, I've known all my life. They have been like the other set of grandparents I never had. Proper introductions were made, and Mark and Gwen joined in the fun. About 3 o'clock or so, Trish made the statement, Pappy and Sassy Belle and Mr. and Mrs. Davidson, I wish there was a way for you four to move to Gwen's nursing home so I could see you really often. Dwight and Daisy began to ask questions about Sunny Hills nursing home and how far it was from the city. Suddenly, Pappy got up and went down to their room. In a few minutes, he came back with some paperwork, which he handed to Gwen. Take a look at this. Dwight and Daisy have the exact same policies we do. We bought them the same night at the same time from the same insurance salesman. Gwen laughed as she looked at the papers. What's so funny? Sassy Belle asked. I'm sorry, Gwen answered as she laid the papers aside. But Saturday, I just went over 2 policies exactly like this one. There is a clause on page 2 that says the insured can relocate one time to another licensed nursing facility within 500 miles of the first with moving expenses covered. Other relocations are permissible with the insurance paying all the moving fees. Monthly coverage will then resume on the next first of the month at the new location upon move-in. Dwight picked up Homa's policy and flipped to page 2 and read it. Gwen, I don't think you missed even one word, he said, and handed the policy to Daisy. Dwight, go get our policies. I want Gwen to look at them too. Daisy pointed to the door. Sassy Belle asked, You mean to tell me, Gwen, that we can move close to Trish and you can make it happen? She looked at Gwen. I mean to say that your valid paid-up insurance policies that I hold in my lap will move you in the next few days without it costing you anything. And if the Davidsons' policies are the same, yes, they can move too, Gwen smiled as she replied. Trish put her hands over her mouth and started crying. Sassy Belle and Pappy hugged her tightly and patted her. Daisy reached over and patted her arm. Mark pulled out his handkerchief and blew his nose. I think I got some allergy, he said, wiping his eyes. Soon Dwight came back with both policies. Except for names, birth dates, and addresses, the 4 policies were identical to Pastor Lorimore's and Honey's. Let me ask a few questions, Gwen started. All eyes turned to her. Yes, Sassy Belle asked. Did you move straight from your home to this facility? Homa, Thede, Belle, Dwight, and Daisy all replied, yes. Have you ever been a resident of any other nursing or assisted living facility? Gwen asked the second question. All 4 shook their heads. No. Good. A couple more questions. Does the furniture in your room belong to you or to this facility?" Gwen continued. "We brought ours," Dwight said, "and they brought theirs." "Can you make your own decisions, or do any of you have to have an appointed legal guardian?" Gwen asked. Home and Dwight both answered, "Not legally, but we do ask our wives first." They all laughed. "One more question then," Gwen said. "Let it rip," Daisy exclaimed. "Do you want to move by the end of this month?" Gwen looked at all four. Dwight and Homa looked at their wives. Trish held her breath. Celia Bell replied, "Do we have to wait that long?" Daisy agreed. "Then Mark and I need to find a payphone and make some calls. When we get back, we'll do the paperwork," Gwen said, standing up. Mark stood up as well. "We'll be back in a little while," he said as Gwen made her way to the visitors' restroom.